lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Morning Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Your host Dani, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, girls of your day. Good morning Frederick, rise and shine. City so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Morning Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Your host Dani, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, girls of your day. Good morning Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively.
Hi, I'm Stephanie with The Simplicity Seeker, and you're watching Good Morning Frederick.
Good morning, Frederick. Today is Wednesday, August 13th, and I'm your host, Dani Gurrie. Welcome to Hump Day, everybody. Boy, oh boy, can't get any better than the middle of the week, can it? All right, here's a rundown of what is happening on Good Morning Frederick today. Your show all about Frederick County, the people, the events, the things that make us tick. I'm going to go over what's happening in Frederick. Of course, it's just a highlight. If you want the full calendar, go to the Good Morning Frederick Facebook page and look under Featured, and you will see a link right to it. Today, I'm going to talk with Michelle Rankin and Tina Brockett from the Women's Business Network, WBN, about an upcoming event they have that you're going to want to know about. And let's see, Joe Adkins is running for City Council in District 4, and he would love your vote, or would love the opportunity to speak with you. That is for sure. Don't forget, all the Good Morning Frederick merch that you purchase in the month of August benefits the Urbana Hawks Athletic Boosters. Every single month, we donate our proceeds from our merch sales to a nonprofit, and they are the one that was selected as the Missions That Matter in August. That is pretty cool, I think. And Got Electric is actually matching up to $25,000 to spread their donations even farther. And we love that even more. All right, let's go ahead and get your Wednesday going. Well, we would not be here without Mid-Atlantic Chiropractic. That's right. They are sponsoring the show. They understand how pain can hold you back. You can save $400 on your first visit, which is an incredible savings. You just have to mention Good Morning Frederick when you call, and then your first visit is just $50. It is completely thorough, top to bottom. You're going to have an evaluation of where you are right now. So whether or not you have pain, this is an awesome deal so that you have a benchmark for where you may be in the future. If you've never had full, thorough scans of your body, this is a great time to do it because it's only going to cost you $50. That way you know where you were at this moment. Mid-Atlantic Chiropractic is dedicated to helping you achieve your wellness objectives. MidAtlanticClinic.com. All right, let's find out what is happening in Frederick. Happening in Frederick is sponsored by Intense Barbecue, family-owned barbecue food truck and catering company. They cook in small batches to make sure the food is as fresh as it can be when you get it. You can find them at intensebarbecue.com. And when you have their food, you're going to satisfy your meat tooth. Oh my gosh, their food is so delicious. And if they're catering a party for you, you can have everything or anything you want. You don't have to stick with barbecue. Just let Rob know what you like and he will make it. My friends, he is so talented. I've had his filet mignon. I've had his crab dip. I've had his taco bar. I'm telling you, he is amazing. So highly, highly recommend. All right, let's see what's happening. Today, August 13th, Montgomery County Fair is going on. The Monster Truck Show is happening at the Montgomery County Fair, mcagfair.com. At 11:30, you got your toddler skills happening at the Walkersville Public Library. You got weekly bingo at New Windsor Fireman's Building. And at 7, you got Benstown Live with some karaoke. I love that so much. Tomorrow at the Montgomery County Fair, there is another monster truck show. So you can either see it tonight or tomorrow night. And of course, Thursdays are set for the best happy hour on Carroll Creek, which is alive at 5. Starting at 5 o'clock, of course, 21 and up for that one. Or you can sit on the library side and listen to the amazing music. On Friday, that's not correct. That is not correct. The Meet Your School Resource Officer, that is Wednesday. Is that today? That is today. Oh my goodness, I got you guys all messed up. I got to make sure it's right on my calendar. So I'm going to have to double check that. My apologies. The Meet Your School Resource Officer is Wednesday. Today. That is happening now. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, Lord, please check the calendar, and I'm going to double check the calendar to make sure that's right. I pulled that one on the wrong day. August 16th, which is Saturday, Climbing for a Cause at Tree Trekkers. Good Morning Frederick is going to be out there. Lots of other vendors. Plus, it's a whole festival with a cornhole tournament, food trucks, adult beverages, and more. We'll be out there from about 10 a.m. till about 1 p.m., 1:30 p.m. Come see us. I'm also going to be at the end of Summer Bash at Fourth Dimension Fun Center, and that goes from noon to 6. From 8:30 p.m. to 11:30 p.m., the V is live at Benstown, all veteran music group. And I'm making my note to the SRO event move to Wednesday. Goodness gracious. Well, take it off for the rest of the week, I guess. Goodness, I said it wrong Monday and Tuesday, probably. My apologies on that. Anyway, August 17th, it is Sunday. That is the summer concert series at the Baker Park Band Shell. This weekend is Scott Ambush with guest Eric Bird. August 19th, you got Harmony and Healing, and that is at the Common Market on 7th Street. That is free, I believe. You can go to commonmarket.coop for details on that one. And August 20th, of course, is our movie night where we take Chris to different movies. We've paid him to watch some of the classic movies that he has never, ever, ever seen. And Ferris Bueller's Day Off is one of those. We're going to see it Wednesday night, August 20th. Now, you can come from 5 to 7. It's going to be a happy hour, networking, stop by, maybe drop in $1 or $2 for the Christmas cash for kids, because that's what all of this benefits. Stop by and see some of our vendors as well, because they are going to be there to obviously meet you. And we'd love to have them interact with you. It'd be awesome. And then I'll buy your first drink too. It doesn't have to be an alcoholic beverage if you're driving home, but I'm happy to pick up your first drink on the 20th. August 21st, another Alive at 5 is happening. Then the weekend, we got Blue Crabs and Blueprints on August 23rd. That's from 4 to 8 p.m. It's the 10th anniversary of Habitat for Humanity's event. And it is so fun. Nothing better than sitting under a huge tent, picking crabs with the community and to raise money for a good cause. Go to frederickhabitat.org. Now, you have to order your crabs by the 18th. All right, so make sure you mark your calendar if you're going to wait and find out if everybody's going to come with you or not. But yeah, we had a great time picking crabs last year. August 24th, the Mount City Elks Lodge Annual Organization Day Parade. That is happening at 3 p.m. on All Saints Street. I do believe there is a march through Frederick a little bit, starting near the post office and ending at West All Saints. You can check that out. I believe they're on social media. And that's a big event with a lot of marching bands and a lot of participants in that. Our Watch and Win event starts September 2nd through the 30th. Weekdays, we are going to show you vehicles that have the Good Morning Frederick magnet on it. And if your vehicle is shown and you respond within 24 hours, you win $100. Easy peasy. Now, to get your magnets, you can stop by the home of the home of everything, Frederick, and we have a basket out front where you can pick up your magnet, or you can go to Tree Trekkers, or you can go to Key City Myofascial Release, which is on West Patrick Street. Pick up your free magnet, put it on your vehicle, follow the instructions. There are instructions inside on what you need to do so that we can feature you on Good Morning Frederick. The Great Frederick Fair comes to town September 12th to 20th, and September 13th is in the streets downtown. Hard to believe, but yes, we are here. And let me just tell you, we were just talking about this today, earlier. Yeah, we're going to careen right to, literally, it's like fall, it's Halloween, it's Thanksgiving, it's Christmas, it's Happy New Year. That's going to happen before we even know it. So just plan for the, we are running downhill full speed as we come into the end of August and beginning of September. I tell you, once Labor Day hits, that is it. That is it for us. All right. Mark your calendars. Coming up September 27th is the 6th annual Jeep Fest for St. Jude. That's at the Walkersville Carnival Grounds. It is also the night of the sepsis shootout to benefit Love for Laughlin, which is happening at Rockwell Brewery. September 29th is the Francis Scott Key Lodge 91 Fraternal Order of Police 2025 golf tournament. I'm hoping to be able to speak to somebody who, one of the organizers on that, so that we can get more information and see if they still need golfers or sponsors. They typically do. And we'll talk about that as we come up. October 17th is Cocktails and Carbs, benefits the Hartley House. And October 18th is the Walk a Mile in Their Shoes event for Hartley House as well. And then we're going to be talking about Alaska more coming up. I can't wait. That's June of 2026. So if you want to go to Alaska, we're going to have a information night. I'm going to be there, and we'll answer any questions that you have. I cannot wait, though. It is going to be a very, very fun event. A trip, really, not an event. I guess it is an event, but there you go. All right, if you have an event you want included on the calendar, all you have to do is email it to everythingfredericklive@gmail.com. We're going to take a quick break, then we're coming back with Michelle and Tina from the Women's Business Network, WBN, about an upcoming event they're hosting that you are invited to. And we've got Joe Adkins, and he's running for City Council in District 4. All of that comes up just after this quick break. Experience an unforgettable vacation at the Salty Seahorse on the 4x4 beach in Corolla, North Carolina. Enjoy the pool, relax in the hot tub, fish, and kayak right off the private dock. The Salty Seahorse will be your forever vacation home. Go to thesaltyseahorse2201.com.
At Mid-Atlantic Chiropractic, we understand how pain can hold you back. We're here to understand what you're going through. For a limited time, you can schedule your first visit for just $50. Give us a call and mention Good Morning Frederick, and let's get you feeling better.
Hi, I'm Devin, your friendly neighborhood shower door expert. Upgrade your bathroom with a beautiful glass shower door, custom fit to accent your space and make getting into your shower one of the highlights of your day. Come see us at our brand new showroom in Frederick, Maryland, or online at showerdoorexperts.com.
There I am. Yes. All right. Let's find out who is doing good in our neighborhood. Doing Good in the Neighborhood is sponsored by the Healing Storm Holistic Wellness. Shannon and her team strive to make sure you're seen, heard, and valued. If you've got a pain or an ache or you want to focus on something, they're going to listen to that. The Healing Storm does focus on alternative holistic healing methods to relieve your stress and pain, like massage therapy, Reiki, lymphatic massage, and now cryotherapy. We are working on this space on my forehead, but I have to tell you, I frown a lot, people. I don't know, why do I do this? It's like natural. I'm a happy person. I don't understand it, but I'm really trying hard not to do that because obviously the cryotherapy is not going to work if I keep frowning. So if you see me out, make sure I'm smiling. But when I do not frown, I feel like I'm like looking surprised all the time. So there you go. Anyway, go to thehealingstorm.com for details about all the stuff that they do, and you can schedule an appointment right there as well. All right, I got a chance to talk with Michelle Rankin and Tina Brockett from WBN, and they have an event coming up they want you to know about. Here they are. Recognize one of my next guests. You may recognize them both, actually, but Michelle Rankin is the publisher for Stroll Lansdale, where we do missions that matter every month. But one of the other missions that matters to her is the Women's Business Network. And also, please welcome Tina Brockett, who is the event chair for the Women's Business Network. Thank you, ladies, for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah, good.
All right, Michelle. All right, tell me how you got involved and became the president of the Women's Business Network.
I joined WBN a couple of years ago, Dani, and I then joined the board for WBN as the program chair. So we have a monthly speaker series, and I was the person responsible for booking those. And I really just kind of worked my way through the board. I went from the program chair to the vice president, and boom, they were nice enough to say, hey, you get to be president now.
Congratulations to you, right? Yeah, for sure. Well, the Women's Business Network, WBN, tell me a little bit about I guess, what you guys are there to do. Is it really just to educate women who, is it just women who own their own businesses, or just women who are professional, or what is the core of what you guys do?
Great question. So WBN, our tagline is encourage, inform, and support. And those are the things that we want to bring to the women here in our community. And we do that a couple different ways. The group is actually open to any woman, technically. You do not have to own a business. You do not have to, you don't have to be working. We find that some women come because they're looking for their next place. It's obviously a place to network, given the name. But what we really want to do is educate through our speaker series, as well as the event that Tina will talk about. But there's also that component of encouraging and supporting. And we really challenge our members to try and meet outside of our regular scheduled programs so that they can start forming those relationships and those bonds within the community.
Yeah, because we definitely know, and I think, today's society is way better than even 10 years ago or 15 years ago when I started my first company. But women supporting women, there is something super special about it. And I love when we come together to lift one another up and to, celebrate the wins and be there when maybe it's not such a great day in support. So I love that so much. So how does membership work? Like if I were interested in coming to WBN, how does all of that work?
Well, the great thing is you don't even have to be a member to attend. Of course, we're going to encourage you to become a member because there's certain perks that come with that membership. We have a yearly fee that can be paid. We do also offer for businesses that have maybe more than one woman that would like to come. We have these multi-layer memberships where additional people can come. So that's really nice. But if you pay the yearly membership, then you get discounts on our monthly programs as well as our yearly event. And there's some other things wrapped up in that. But honestly, you don't have to be a member. We really try to encourage people to come and check us out first. And see, is it a good fit?
Right.
We want it to be a good fit for both of us.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Tina. So you guys have an event coming up soon. Tell us about what the plan is.
We do. So the event is our signature event that we do, and it's called Steps to Success. And this year's theme is Steps We Take, We Are Stronger When We Step Forward Together. And everything that we do is actually around this theme. It's a half-day event on October 8th at Union Mills. And the whole purpose of the theme and the event is to really unite and energize and uplift women through connection and community and shared growth through our speakers. And so we actually have some amazing speakers coming up as far as this event. The first theme is take care of yourself. Say yes to yourself, right? Because you're not any good if you don't put your own oxygen mask on first, you know. And Julie Hansen is leading that. She is the founder of Inner Evolution. And the next one is take care of your business from the me to we. So how to kind of really take from yourself and then how that integrates into your business. And we've got Whitney Hahn, the CEO of Provoke Better, who is going to be there for that. And then our keynote is balancing it all. No one succeeds in isolation. And our keynote speaker is Leslie Barnes-Keating. And we're so excited.
What a great panel. My goodness.
Great panel. And really looking and, emphasizing the support systems and redefining success through connections and also interdependence, because a lot of times I think women think that they just have to go it alone. They're so used to being caretakers of other people that they don't necessarily always leverage the connections within their community or within their sphere of influence. And we really wanted to kind of harness that. And so that's the focus of this event. We're really excited. We're so grateful to our speakers and just really excited to see what we can provide to the greater community here in Frederick.
Absolutely. And I misspoke a little bit. While we see Michelle every single month, we have seen Tina Brockett on Good Morning Frederick as well as the owner of Encompass Integrative Wellness. And that was a great conversation as well. Tell me a little bit, Tina, on the WBN and helping you with your business and your success that you've had so far. What have you gotten out of the organization that you would recommend for others?
Well, I started out a few years ago coming to WBN and later started to join the board. And, I initially started out with going to some of the speaker series, going in here, going in there, and really kind of putting my foot in, checking out, just like Michelle said, to see whether or not it was a good fit. And I found some amazing women, some amazing connections that I developed both personally and professionally. And it's just been a fantastic experience of growth, information from the various speakers, but then also the opportunity to laugh a little too, you know what I mean? And connect with people on a different level. which as a solopreneur, I own my own business. That's really kind of lovely.
Yeah, absolutely. And, again, finding collaborations and partnerships is awesome, but just having that camaraderie and that social aspect, I think is very healthy for all of us as well, because you can't work all the time, no matter how often I try to do that. So I know it's also good for that. All right. So October 8th, there is the half day event. Where can people get more information about it?
You want to go ahead, Michelle?
So people can get more information on our website, which is WBNFrederick.org.
Okay.
They can also find us on social media as Women's Business Network, and there's an event for that.
Awesome.
One thing that we'd love to mention, you can buy tickets as a member. You can also buy tickets as a non-member, just like our other events. But we also have some sponsorships available. So when you go to our website and you look at our events page, you'll see an opportunity to see more about the day, what that looks like from an attendee perspective, but also as a sponsor. So if there's a business who considers women in the business world, or women in general, their target audience, we'd love to have them join us as a sponsor.
Yeah. And I tell you, being a part of so many nonprofit groups and organizations, sponsorship of these events is key to keeping them going. I believe that WBN is all volunteer and no one gets paid. So in order to put on these excellent events and this programming for women, it does require the support of sponsors, some of our local businesses, etc. So I do encourage, if you have a business that might be able to do that, this would be a great audience to do it for. We look forward to seeing and hearing more about WBN coming up. But mark your calendar for October 8th. Go to WBNFrederick.org for more details and to get your tickets. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Dani.
Yes, we love it. And we love getting good information. That panel is fire. If you don't know those people, they're going to provide you something great to take away. I can guarantee you that. All right, one more quick break, then we're back with Joe Adkins running for City Council in District 4. Coming up right after this.
Cosmec Healing handcrafted small batch tinctures and transdermal salves, double third-party tested for quality you can trust. If you've got pain, headaches, or anxiety, our products are here to help you find relief. Patient over profits mindset, 'cause we're patients too. CosmecHealing.com.
Real estate goddess, yeah. She's the one to get you there. Homes and dreams are perfect, yeah. Shattered family beyond compare.
Hey, if you're like me and you've always wanted to go to Alaska, well, you can join me. Antietam World Travel Service is putting everything together for June 9th through the 20th, 2026. We're going to do the land and the sea. It's going to be wonderful. You can get all the information at antietamtravel.com. Go there right now and just express your interest, and we will answer any questions that you have, but you can join me. Let's go to Alaska. Let's see all the great stuff Alaska has. June 9th through 20th, 2026.
This portion of Good Morning Frederick is powered by Ken's Automotive and Transmissions, Total Car Care. Need an oil change or brakes? Ken's Automotive and Transmissions can take care of that. How about exhaust or engine work? Ken's Automotive and Transmissions can do that too. No matter what you need for your car, Ken's Automotive and Transmissions is Total Car Care. Go to kenstrans.com to schedule an appointment today.
A&S Construction is a local and award-winning woman and minority-owned business, and they're located right here in Frederick, servicing Frederick County and surrounding areas. They will take care of pretty much everything on the exterior of your home, including your roofing and siding. They can even replace some windows and gutters, even build you a new patio or deck. All you have to do is call 301-703-2157 or you can visit them online, ansconstruction.net. Remember, you get $750 off any roof or siding replacement or $50 off any roof repairs as long as you let Sandra know you saw her on Good Morning Frederick. All right, we love when our citizens step up to run for office. Let's meet Joe Adkins. He's running for city council in District Number 4. The home of everything Frederick, which is 401 North Market Street in downtown. Just hanging with Joe Adkins. You are running for, it's called city council now?
That's right.
Right? District 4.
District 4.
Now, I know there's been a little bit of rearranging of some of the districts, right? Because now there's 7 people running when typically there was 5, or is that
Right.
correct?
No, they changed it from 5 to 7, right?
Right, because it's not all at large,
Right.
which I actually appreciate. I think people should know who's in their district, and Frederick is even.
It makes it a
city.
little bit more manageable for me.
Does make it
Yeah.
a little bit more manageable. All right, Joe Adkins is running. So you were telling me first time running for an office.
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah. And your wife?
Yeah, Julie convinced me. I was watching the mayor and board council meeting, and she says, just run. You know you want to. It's like, okay.
So had you been kind of talking about it, or you just been engaged in politics a little bit, or you've been one of those where you sat back and you go, I'm just not going to not do anything anymore?
No, so I worked for the city for 35 years.
Okay.
So I was waist deep in politics, I guess,
Yeah.
not fully involved. And then when I retired, it was like, yeah, it's time. It's time to give back to the community.
Well, that's a great way to think about it too.
Yeah.
It is supposed to be a community service, civil service job in the sense that you are contributing back to the area where you live.
Absolutely.
Yeah. What about what is happening now at the city level that you think, you know what, this is where I can make change? Because a lot of people are going to ask you questions about things you guys have no control over, which isn't fair.
Right.
So what are the things that you think you want to see a change in direction on?
Well, and I think the city's going basically in a good direction. What really scared me is the uncertainty at the state and the federal level with all the cutbacks in various programs. And, you know, after seeing the state sort of spend itself into a hole, you know, I had a great fear that the city might do the same thing. And that was one of the major reasons that I jumped in.
So fiscal responsibility. Yeah. You can't spend your way to success.
Right.
And you can't just cut your way to success. There has to be a great balance between spending and saving. And I mean, I kind of agree with that too. What other things would you like to have some impact on?
Well, I think the other thing, you know, the downtown's a great area. I love everyone loves the downtown, but I think the city as a whole needs to create focal points in different parts of the community to give a sense of pride, a sense of community to these areas. One that I floated a while ago, but a parade along Key Parkway. You know, everything happens downtown, but, you know, Key Parkway is a straight shot, 3 or 4 intersections closed down. It could be a multicultural parade of some sort.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be a great location, easy to do. I think. Not that I ever did a parade, but
yeah. I mean, as an event planner, 100%. Why would that be the city's job and not the Golden Mile Alliance? Or so you would just want to encourage those organizations rather than the city taking it over?
And I think so, right, exactly. I mean, the city could help, you know, maybe the first year or two to get it organized, to figure out, you know, all the logistics with the police and different things.
Yeah.
But I think the Golden Mile Alliance would be a perfect one to take that over.
Yeah, 100%. I do think there needs to be more things to draw people to the Golden Mile and celebrating the businesses that are out there, the families that are out there, and things like that as well. My big thing is, you know, I think, and, you know, even with the cutbacks with a lot of these programs and things like that, we have such a rich, we're very lucky here in Frederick, right?
Yeah.
We have such a rich nonprofit base that is supporting the people who need things. And I think we're blessed in that sense. But as well, I don't like to see my city taxes go up.
Absolutely.
I don't like to watch my, you know, we were talking about this last night. My house is assessed at a value almost 1.5 times what we bought it for.
Sure.
That doesn't benefit me until I sell it.
Right.
I believe that city taxes should be capped at whatever you bought your house for. I'm not using any more services. I'm not using more trash. I'm not using more snow clearing. Same exact 20 feet in the front of my place or whatever it is.
Sure.
So that bothers me. New people coming in, sure, tax them for what they purchased their house for. Do you think that could ever happen?
I think it'd be tough. I mean, and I appreciate that because, I have a house and I got my assessment and it's a little eye-opening.
It is a little eye-opening.
The things that the city does great is, we support a lot of nonprofits. We do a lot of things that other communities don't do.
Yeah.
And, just the general cost of life as much as it just goes up. I mean, not getting to the egg issue, but, you see it all there. I mean, it's like a microcosm right there.
I know.
So, I mean, I think it's a great idea. Maybe, and you mentioned capping it at a certain, if you own your house for like 10, 15, make up some number, maybe you cap it there.
I would love that because I'll tell you what's happening is our retired population, our seniors, they've been in their house maybe 30, 40 years and their value goes up, which means their taxes go up. And when you're on a limited income, I think that makes it very difficult and they have to sell a family home because they can't afford to stay there, even though that they've purchased it. Anyway, something to think about.
Yeah,
I know you can't do everything by yourself. All right. So right now you guys are out campaigning. Now you don't have a primary.
That's right.
So you will be there November for the election.
Absolutely.
And so District 4 covers what areas?
It starts at North Market up by the fountain on 7th Street. It goes up towards TJ, then over to Fredericktown Village, Knox Village.
Oh, yeah.
And then Dearborn, Warman's Mill, and then up to Homewood and the Crumb Farm.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's kind of odd.
That's an odd, that's interesting. Now, do you live in that district?
Yeah, I've lived in District 4 almost all my life.
Okay.
So, my kids were born there. We all went to TJ.
Yay, Patriots. Me too.
Yeah, I mean, as a kid, I remember, walking underneath US 15 in the drainage pipes to get to the shopping center.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
You're
throwing it way back there, Joe. Throwing it way back there. That's awesome. It's really great when you're part of a community and you want to give back to that community. That is the total reason why I think some of these things are really, the districts going back to that is really, really important. Yeah. Is there anything in particular in District 4 that you think, I can help give a voice to it?
Well, the biggest, I'm out talking to people right now, and the biggest thing you hear is traffic. I think traffic, you get up there by 26 and Monoxie Boulevard.
Yeah.
And, I think there's little tweaks that can be done to help, but I think, part of growth is you get the traffic that comes associated with it. And, the city is in line to get US 15 widened to 3 lanes. And I think what the city needs to do, and again, this is not council, this is more the mayor, but what the city needs to do now is figure out what we can do to help mitigate the impacts to neighborhoods when construction starts. Like, do we need to retime the traffic lights? Do we need stop signs in certain places where we didn't have them?
Right.
Do we need a traffic circle instead of traffic? But just things to help during that transition phase, because I imagine it's going to be 2 years of.
Well, here's my thing. All right, I got a little solution for you because I sit in traffic a lot. I think with AI technology, our traffic lights should be smarter.
Yeah,
it should start to learn the traffic patterns and have an answer based on that because. There's nothing worse. I work at WFRE. I sit at that light turning onto Grove Hill Road when it's 4 in the morning. No one's there. 4 in the morning, I have to sit there for 90 seconds waiting for the traffic lights to cycle. Drives me bananas. Really does. I've been very tempted several times to just go, but I don't. But I'm just saying. And, along Rosemont Avenue, same thing. Now we've got some new lights, but they just sometimes don't make any sense.
Right.
So you can put that one to the city traffic control.
I'm sure there's a cost for that.
I'm sure there is. But it should be coming down lower and lower every year. So anyway, all right. So you're out running. Where can people get more information about your platform and what district they're in? where can they go?
Yeah, so everything I have is Adkins, the number 4 Frederick.
Okay.
My Gmail account's that, my Venmo's that, my website's that.
We'll
So
make sure all that's on screen for people.
It makes it very easy.
Very easy.
Yeah.
Very easy. I love it. And the Board of Elections in the city, you can go find your maps in case your things have changed. I know for me, I think our polling place, our voting place changed for this election because it's an off year. Schools, I think it's at churches versus schools or whatever it is. So you're going to have to check that to make sure you're going to the right spot. But
and the city of Frederick has it all up on their website as well.
Yeah.
So
Well, we appreciate you stepping up. Look, I know it's not an easy thing, and you're going to be running hard for the next 60, 80 days or something like that. But we do it. If without people like you, we don't have change that we want. So appreciate it very much.
Thank you.
Ah, yes. We love when people step up to do their civic duty. Yeah, they are stronger people than I am. All right, that is it for our show today. Tune in every day for Good Morning Frederick to stay up to date with what is happening. Of course, you can find us anytime on YouTube. Look back at some of our older segments. We've interviewed a lot of people, I think over 600 in over a year. So there's plenty of content for you to peruse through, and I invite you to. Until tomorrow. Let's get out there. Let's be great, Fred.